many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
My heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 25! Check 56. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51! Let's go, let's bring it! Ready, set!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to let this one go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit, exit. 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call it the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover,
Here we go.
gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, 45.
White.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Kenyon Barner deep for Atlanta. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ryan. He can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeForest Buckner never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go. 180.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
White.
45 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1.
The mic. 45 the mic.
21.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 58.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Mike 25.
56. I got you.
Get up.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal. Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game. It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one. Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. To throw is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan being chased out left. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone. Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he's forced out left. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You got nothing to work. You got nothing. 25, check 25. Check, check. Check, check.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
56. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check. 21.
Running right, this is Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now it's Ryan. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down.
Hey, exit. 22, he's coming. 22.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. Kill.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Quad. I got 19. 12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
from midfield. Here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vic Beasley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Here we go. 180! So we got man. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Hey, Steve 6. He's not going to get me. Mike 22. Not today, you are. Not today.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. Mike's 56. Get that quarterback.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. 90-10,
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They run, Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. 56. Wild Bill. SOS. Check. SOS. White 25 tonight.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
20. Get up.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Hey,
Launch. No. Shift. Check 4.
58.
Rush in. Kill.
All right, 25 tonight.
Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Check.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, Rick Lance.
56.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be second down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real.